All right, what we're going to do today is a game that I call, it's really a game of desire and control, and I call it heads or tails. So this game can be used for anything. The biggest thing with having control of your dog is being able to stop them remotely when there's distraction around. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have a pet dog and he's out there and maybe he's jumping on somebody 50 yards away, or whether he's starting to go across the street, or whether you just need him to stop and pay attention in a pet format, whether you're doing a protection dog, all of these things are the same. So it's nice to have the ability to control your dog remotely. In this format, I'm going to use it as retriever training practice, but again, you can use it for anything. So what I have here is I have a setup where I have 5 bumpers. I have one over here up against the fence. I've got one peeper up against the fence. I've got one down the middle. I've got one in the corner over there by the mailbox. And I've got one right here closer. Now the heads and tails part of it is I keep a quarter with me because I don't like to do things in patterns. So what the quarter does is it makes me flip a coin heads or tails. So what happens is I flip the coin, I catch it, I go like this. If the coin comes up heads, then what I do is when the dog goes, I let him get the bumper. If the coin comes up tails, I let the dog go, and when he gets to the bumper, I blow a whistle and he has to stop on it. So that way, there is no pattern. He has to always be paying attention, and he has to have desire to go from both sides. So let's give it a try. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send him for the one straight up the middle, and we'll flip a coin, heads or tails. The coin is heads, so we will let him pick the bumper up and bring it back. On the ones that it gets the bumper, I then have him go back and put the bumper back where it was. And the reason why I have him put it back where it was is for a few reasons. One of the reasons is because it stays as a distraction when I send him to a different bumper. So when he sees bumpers all over the place, he has to pay attention to which bumper I'm sending him to. And if I pick them all up and there's only one left, it doesn't make it as difficult because obviously it's the only one left and that's what he'll get. This also gets to practice with him dropping things on command, because I like to be able to have him pick up things and have him drop it. So now I'm going to send him back to the exact same place, have him drop the bumper, leave it there, and come back, and we'll flip the coin again. Out. Out, Finn. Out. Heel. All right, now we're going to send him to a different bumper. And what makes it a little bit more difficult is he's not going to go back to the same one that he was at. So I have to direct him off of the bumper I just sent him to a different one. We're going to flip the coin. And it's tails this time. So I'm going to send him to a different one, but I'm going to stop him on the bumper. Kristen, you want to pick any of the other ones?
How about left?
Okay, his closest one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a good point that she made. So now when I bring him up there, he might be looking in the same direction that I sent him. So what I do is I might point him in the same direction that I just sent him to, because that's where he's going to look, obviously, because he just went there twice. I'm going to give him a command. I give him a command off, which just tells him, no, I don't want you to go to that one. Pay attention, we're going to move to a different one. All right, time for another coin flip. We got tails again. So we're going to call him off of another one. Kristen, it's your choice. You can either pick either one of the ones I've already sent him to, or you can pick a different one.
Back left corner. Yep, for this one away.
Okay, so again, I'm going to bring him up here. He's going to look wherever he wants to look, and I'm either going to cue him to get off of that one or that he's right. Wow. Ow, deal. The reason I'm cueing him on the ones that I don't want him to pick up is I have a command for him to just leave it there, which would tell him out, don't pick it up and bring it back. If I wanted him to pick it up, I would just blow a come-in whistle or a quick whistle for him to pick it up, and he would, but I want him to leave that out there. Okay, so again, we'll do one more and then you'll get the idea of this drill. Tails again. But for the sake of argument, or else this drill will go on, it does go on sometimes for a long time, we'll just say that this was a heads. So we're going to have him pick it up in here. And the main reason why I'm showing you the difference of these two is that it's important to have your dog not hesitate. You know, I want you to see that when I do send him, even after 2 stops, that he's not going to just, oh my God, you know, he's going to probably stop me, so I'm going to be hesitant. So your choice, Kristen, you can either send them to door number 1, which you already had, door number 2, door number 3, or you can pick a new door and maybe there'll be a new car in there. What would you select?
Let's send him off to the right this time.
The short one or the longer one?
The long one.
Okay. And you can see there where I blew the whistle for him to come back, just meant for him to pick it up. So anyway, it's a fun game to play with your dogs. It doesn't matter if you have a sport dog, it doesn't matter if you have a retrieving dog. Being able to stop your dog in the face of distraction will help you in any game that you play. Thanks for watching.